Okay, here's our spot. Come this way.
Just start fishing here?
Yeah, but I'll tell you what to do. When you get around this rock point, anywhere you see like grass mats like that, yeah, you can throw your frog all the way across it, bring it over the top of those, just kind of popping it. And then anywhere where you don't see grass, chatterbait. And anywhere from here, there's a grass mat out in the middle. This entire area is good fishing. So I'm going to stay closer to the bank for now and then work my way back a little bit deeper. Or you can start out there, or you can start in next to me, wherever you want to start. But I'm going to start on the other side of those rocks, fishing froge and chatterbait. All right, guys, Guntersville tournament day. There's one other kayaker here with us, which is okay, I guess. So we've got this place almost to ourselves, and we know exactly what we want to fish and where we want to fish. So we're going to start out on this flat over here next to the creek channel, throwing chatterbait and frog. Hopefully getting to some of those bigger ones that we were catching the other day. We've let this place rest. Hopefully it didn't get hammered while we were off exploring. But we're gonna come out here, have a good day, give glory to God, no matter how we do. That's what it's gonna come down to. Good day, great day, bad day, whatever it is. We've had a good trip so far. It's been fun. So let's go out here, let's catch some big old bass, win a tournament. Got him. Thank you, Lord. Stay on there, fish. That's a keeper size. Not a monster, but he's a start. Starting the day off with a 13 3/4. All right, guys, keeper number one. Another beautiful, healthy fish. Look at the belly on that thing. Gorgeous largemouth. 13 3/4, the first keeper. It's always a good sign when they're hitting the whopper plopper. Let's go catch some bigger ones too, after I get this out of my net. Oh, daggone. That was a little one though, I think. Maybe he'll come back for it. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Thank you, Lord. Oh, he's down in the grass a little bit. There we go. It's another good one. That's keeper number 2 for TNKATT. I don't know if he's big enough to call anything for the other one. Whatever length he is a healthy, chunky fish. What have we got here? We're gonna go 16 3/4. All right, guys, looky there. Keeper number 2, 16 3/4 on the chatterbait. Healthy fish. We're gonna throw him back now. Go catch us another one. Or maybe another 20. I don't care at this point. It's just good to be catching fish. Thank you, Lord.
There we go. A monster, but he'll score. First fish of the day.
Big old beaver. That was largemouth. Didn't have. I was GoPro capture. Oh, there was a largemouth right there. Grabbed it right at the boat. Come on. Yes. That's what we wanting right there. That big old chunk. Oh yeah. That's what we need. That's what we came out here for. Let's get this guy on the board. What the? Okay. Thank you, Lord, that I bought a backup. There's one. Thank you, Lord. He just might keep. I think he will. Not a monster, but a limit. Thank you, Lord, for confirmation. All right, guys. Keeper number 3. 13 inches. He's my smallest, so I need to get something other than 13. But we've got a limit. Only 2 hours in, so we got 6 hours to go and catch some big uns. So that's what we're going to work on now. Catch some big uns. We know the chatterbait's been catching them big uns, and we know the frog and the whopper plopper have. So that's what we're going to target with. So let's go catch some more. So right now our smallest is 13. So we got a 13 and a 13 3/4 that we need to cull. I'm going to keep casting out around this area. There's a nice one. I don't know if he beats 13 or not. He just might. Okay, 13 and we can squeeze 13 and 3/4 out of him. 13 and 3/4 inch largemouth. 3/4 inch upgrade. My smallest is now 2 13 and 3/4. I'm gonna keep hitting this flat here as it seems to be holding fish. This is also where I caught my biggest one during practice.
Well, so far both keepers have been on the wackyrig. Not had a bite on anything else, honestly. There we go. I don't know if he'll score. Don't think he will. Nope. But got another fish.
There's a good one. Well, fish. He ain't gonna call nothing. All right, guys. Little largemouth, he ain't gonna call nothing for me. So we're gonna throw him back. But came up and slapped the whopper plopper pretty good.
There's one. Well, I don't even know if he'll score. Oh yeah, he probably will. Barely. All right, there he goes, 13 and a half. So I've got a limit now. All I got to do is start culling. The wind just straight up died. I'd have liked to kept a little bit of breeze.
Doing any good?
Well, I'm really mad at myself. My very first fish was like 14, 15 pounds. But before I could get the picture, it slipped off the catch board because I was fighting with my oar and my fishing pole and my catch board.
Yep.
Jumped off the catch board, hit my paddle, but I couldn't get out of the way, which was blocking the net, and got back in the water.
Oh yeah.
I was so mad. It was about 14, maybe 15 inches.
Catch it on the chatterbait?
No, caught it on the wacky rig.
Nice.
And then I caught another one that was about 9 inches. And then I caught one that was 12. And then I just had another one. I was bringing it in, and it jumped up in the water and threw off the hook.
Yep. Yep. All right, well, I'm gonna head to the second spot here in a second. I don't know when Daddy's gonna head that way, but I figure try to get it soon so that no one else can get on it. There's one on the chatterbait. Has to be over 14. He is not. Another little guy. Another little largemouth on the chatterbait. It's been the first one in a second. But it's a good sign. It means we're still hitting chatterbait. All right, we're heading on over. I think it's time. Let's go ahead and check the standings though. So I'm sitting in 6th. My dad is sitting in 4th with a little over half the tournament left to do. I think this spot over here is gonna produce more fish a little bit later in the day now. Let's go see if we can't catch some fish on this spot over here.
There we go. It's a runt. Whoa. Oh! Clyde's long gone. Well, it starts right out there. And then you kind of work your way out that way. There we go.
That'll upgrade, I think. If he's 14 or longer. We're gonna squeeze 14. Oh, you close your mouth, you dirty dog. All right, guys, 14 1/4, another healthy largemouth. Beautiful fish. Came up and grabbed the whopper plopper out here in the middle. That's a 1/2 inch upgrade. Oh, he wasn't done yet. There we go. 14 1/4. Means my smallest is still 13 3/4, but we're moving on up.
That's a nice one. Doggone you, you felt bigger than that.
Chatterbait or wackyrig?
Chatterbait. Okay, he's not gonna cull anything for me. Let him go. He may cull something for me.
You got your limit already?
Yeah. Nope. Yeah, at least I'm catching them again.
Another one?
Yep. 3 fish, 3 casts. That one will cull. Okay, my smallest is 13 1/2. He's definitely going to be an upgrade, I think. Yeah. 15 1/4. Nice. I changed colors. Yeah, if you want to change yours up, I've got one almost the exact same color. It's called Bama Crawl. I don't know if he'll cull anything for me. Actually, he might.
That's a nice one. Oh, please stay on there, Lord. Lord, keep them on. Keep that fish on there. That's an upgrade right there. That's a good one. Oh, yes. Thank you, Lord. He ain't quite 20 inches, but he's an upgrade nonetheless. Every bit of 18 1/4. All right, guys. Biggest one of the day so far. 18 1/4 inch largemouth. Beautiful, healthy, healthy, healthy fish. We're gonna let him go. There he goes. Oh, we're gonna submit that one. That one actually culls for the big one too, for the 3-month long tournament. So I'm gonna get him submitted on the TNKATT one at least, and keep on fishing this flat. This seems to be a good place to go to. Thank you, Lord. There's another one. Came up and grabbed him. My smallest is 14. He might cull. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Ow, crap. Poked me good. drew blood. You better cull something. For 13 3/4, so he ain't gonna cull. But good sign. Another largemouth right here in these flats. Gonna let him go. Try to go catch some bigger ones. Smallest is still 14.
Yes! They're really starting to turn on now. Where'd the fish?
In the water. We're trying to keep it from dying.
Oh.
Because of the way that whacker thing works, it basically swallowed the whole thing. So it's too deep for me to get my hand in there and get it.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah, it's a good size. I'm proud of that one.
It's already been, it took a little longer to get because it was wrapped around a tree branch, so I had to hold it for.
Mommy's gonna be mad. She could count that one. Shoot, I could count that one. Look at that belly.
It's okay.
Are you gonna count it?
It wouldn't cull anything for me. It's 15 inches.
Nice.
GoPro capture. There's Abby's fish, and she's not even fishing the tournament. Sherry's gonna be so mad.
Look at that guy.
Breathe. You got a picture with it, or?
No, I don't want to keep it out of the water longer than it needs to be.
There he goes.
He was still jumping.
Okay.
I might get this.
15 inches. That's the biggest one I've caught.
Yeah. He could have taken it.
Mommy,
No one would have known.
Abby caught your fish.
I'm sorry. Not fair.
Big 15-inch chunker.
You could have taken it. No one would have known.
Yeah, they would have, because my GoPro was going.
Delete that footage. Oh, I caught one. First cast.
You got one?
First cast, yeah. A fish. No, it's.
You got a fish? Yeah.
On my
I
very
did.
first cast.
You turned.
Dude, it's pulling him.
Fight. Oh no! One was pulling me.
Did you break your line?
Yeah, it was huge. It went underneath the boat again and snapped it before I could get it around.
Oh, that's exciting.
It pulled my thing. Do we have any more wackies?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Should be in your box.
it didn't break it. It straightened out the.
The swivel?
Yeah.
That's a 30-pound test swivel.
What?
That's a 30-pound test swivel.
The thing was huge, whatever it was.
That was probably a 4 or 5 pound bass,
Yeah.
at least.
I'm sad. I'm depressed. No
Doggone it.
sad.
Mommy, start fishing.
Probably should have let it go a little bit, but I didn't think it would do that. I wasn't expecting it to straighten out the thing.
Yeah, 30-pound test swivel. There's a good one.
If he's longer than 14 1/4, he's an upgrade. Whoa, buddy. Jumped right into the boat with me. Okay. Okay. So it needs to be 14 1/2 or longer. I don't know that he'll cull. We'll see. He might be a little short. Is he 14? Okay, so 13 3/4. So doesn't cull, but good sign. These flats are just full of largemouth. There's some big ones in here too. Just gotta find them.
That's a big one. That's a big one on the glide bait. Yes! On the glide bait. That is a beast. There we go. On the glide bait. Another little bitty guy. Send him back.
Well, everything that I've gotten has been on. Holy crap.
What?
I think I just missed a huge one on my whopper plopper. Might have been a gar. It was that big. I just missed one on the whopper plopper. Missing it that much, it's got to be a gar, right? Oh! Yep, gar. Good thing that thing floats. Get away from me. That's what I thought. Bass wouldn't miss it that many times.
Dang it. Yes.
That's a huge gar. Yeah, that's why our best bet might be to get all the way back over to that other spot. Exactly. It's all pushing this way. We need to go over there. What'd you have? Yep. I'm going all the way back over. If the wind's gonna keep up like this, we need to be on the other side. Oh. Thank you, Lord. Oh, please stay on there, fish. Oh, get in the net, get in the net, get in the net. Oh, thank you, Lord. Oh, thank you, Lord. Oh. 17 3/4. All right, guys. Finally, another keeper. It's taking a little while. This storm moving through. Go. This whatever this front is seems to have slowed them down a little bit, but there's still some chance we get some big ones on this flat here. This is where we came beginning of the day. We just kind of circled back around, just blind casting white chartreuse chatterbait. So hopefully there's some more in here. My smallest is now 16 3/4. If I can get that one cold, we've got a decent chance to do maybe place. I'm not sure what the standings are at. So I'm going to try to catch something 17 or better.
Yes. Oh. No culling. All right. Ow. Need something a little bigger. Caught a ton today. Need some more size. You ain't even scoreable. What are you doing trying to eat that?
I don't think he's 17. I know for a fact he is not 17. But good sign. Largemouth. I'm going to throw him back. Only have about a minute left. Make one more cast. Maybe he's got a bigger buddy over there with him. All right, well, that's the end of it. Had a pretty daggone good day after all. Didn't catch you that 20, anything over 20 again, but I think my smallest was 16 3/4, so not bad overall. I'm gonna fish my way back to the boat ramp and we're gonna head to check in.
You're kidding. Nope.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for sticking to the end of the video. We hope you've enjoyed these last few videos on Guntersville as much as we enjoyed fishing down here on this lake. Guntersville was probably the best freshwater fishing we've ever experienced in our lives. 4 days, we caught so many big, healthy fish. They were so aggressive. They were beautiful fish. It was just great fishing overall. But I want to cover how we ended in the tournament. So overall, I ended up in 5th place with a total of 52 3/4 inches. Then my dad ended up in 11th with 50 1/4, which is crazy. From 5th place down to 11th place, they were all separated by just 2.5 inches. And there were several ties. We have 2 people with 52 3/4, 3 people with 52 inches. It was just really close right there in the middle of the pack. Now, unfortunately, my mama didn't end up catching any more keepers. She finished in 22nd, and these are all out of 24 total anglers. but this is probably the best placement that I've ever had. Actually, I know for a fact it is. This is the best placement I've had in a fishing tournament, and this is a pretty good placement for my dad as well, but his best overall was on Parksville at the beginning of the year, where he finished in 4th. But it was a fantastic day, not just for us, but for many people. First place and second place set TNKATT records for the largest single day limits. First place had 65.5 inches, and then second place had 62.25. So those are two of the largest limits caught for our 3-fish limit in TNKATT. But again, Guntersville was great. We really enjoyed fishing this tournament, and one of the most requested things to come back for next season on TNKATT is to go back to Guntersville. And we're really looking forward to that, and we might even make a trip out there before the next Guntersville tournament for TNKATT. But with that being said, Guntersville videos, this is the last one for now. What you can expect coming up is we've got a lot of content on the river, getting prepped for our last regular season TNKATT tournament, which is on the Holston River in the French Broad. So we have a couple of trips out on the rivers, and also the TNKATT tournament. We've already fished it at this point. So those videos will be coming up after this one. And then we made a couple of fun trips, including to Chickamauga afterwards, because there's a big gap between River Wars and the TNKATT Classic. Speaking of, the TNKATT Classic will be taking place on Lake Norris at the end of September. So that's going to be very new to us. We fished Norris before, but that was in December, so it's going to be very different. But we've got a long time to prep and to figure out how we're going to fish that, tackle this lake. It's going to be very different from what we experienced. So we've got a lot of places we want to go check out. We're going to do a lot of exploring, and then we'll have the TNKATT Classic on September 28th. Now, that'll be the last tournament for the 2024 season for TNKATT. So after the Classic video goes up, I'm going to have a video just covering how we ended up at the end of the year for AOY. We did not qualify for the Cast State Championship this year, unfortunately, but we're going to try hard to do that next year. I think we've got a bit of a grasp. I think for our very first year fishing an actual tournament trail, we did pretty good. But I will go into detail on how we ended up and how the various tournaments ended up, because it was a very odd year for us. Just we had a lot of unexpected things happen right at tournaments, vehicle issues, parking issues on tournament day, just several different things that kind of caused things to go haywire. The weather wouldn't cooperate a lot of the time. So I'll go over that in detail after the video for the TNKATT Classic if y'all are interested in watching that. But again, what you can expect coming up, River Wars, we're going to be on the French Broad. We're going to be on the Holston River for those. We made a trip to Chickamauga. That was fun just because we had the time to go out and see what it's like fishing on Chickamauga in August. And then it'll be Norris videos for getting ready for the TNKATT Classic. And then after that, we'll see what happens. We've got some other plans we want to do. We want to go out and hit some other rivers than the French Broad and the Holston that are a little bit further out of the way. It's a couple-hour drive. Places like the Little River up in Newport, and maybe the Pigeon River. We haven't made up our mind on that. And we might make some trips to Chickamauga come fall. If we can swing it, maybe we'll make a trip to Guntersville in fall. That could be fun. We don't know yet. But once we get to check in on the TNKATT Classic, if they do the same thing they did last year, we'll get the schedule and we'll be able to plan what's happening after that, because the tournament series usually starts in October. More than likely, we will be fishing the TNKATT Trail again for 2025. We really enjoyed it, and we're hoping that with some more experience, we're going to do a lot better. But I believe that covers just about all the updates so far. I want to thank you all again so much for sticking to the end of the video. We hope you've enjoyed these 4 videos on Guntersville, 5 actually. It was a lot of fun for us, and we think we got some really good fishing content out of it. But I hope y'all have a fantastic weekend, and we will see you in the next one.